Love Scams, a walk through the dark side of online romance. The idea of love has a deceitful and manipulative function. In the context of a love scam or romance scam in cybercrime, the use of love and emotional manipulation in these scams is a deliberate approach to disarm victims and make them more susceptible to handing up their money. It takes advantage of people's legitimate needs for love and connection by transforming them into a tool for dishonest behavior.
Love letters. Joanna. 24/7's communication on the telephone. That's the traditional way of courting. But some of our friends are hopeless romantic. And if not, they are so-called NBSB or have no boyfriend since birth. And there are others that use social media to its extent, just to find true love. Now, due to the fast improvement of everything that surrounds us, relationships can be found online. Like the saying says, being in a relationship is a gamble. There's always a winner and a loser, and when you're careless, you could be fooled. Love scam, also known as romance scam, is a pervasive form of online fraud that preys on the emotions and vulnerability of individuals seeking love and companionship. In the Philippines, this insidious crime has become a concerning issue, targeting unsuspecting victims through dating apps, social media, and online chat platforms. Back in the day, Nigerians were one of the creators of the love scam. And as time passed by, Filipinos learned how to do the same thing, how to scam online, and let the victims fall for them. The images used are only from the internet. It can be a picture, image of a model, actress, or military in service from other countries.
Despite government's efforts to crack down on online scams, some Filipinos continue to fall victims to such crimes. Jackie Pascual now tells us about a man who got duped in what's known as a love scam.
Harvey and Lee, not their real names, met in an online dating app, and soon, as Harvey said, their relationship deepened. But Lee, who is allegedly a Singaporean based in the Philippines, told Harvey to invest in cryptocurrency. Harvey, who is also based in the Philippines, knows nothing about crypto, but he trusted Lee, who asked him to download an app, click a link to a site, and register in the supposed crypto investment.
The victim hurts a lot, because he worked hard to earn that money for many years, then suddenly it's all gone. The victim couldn't sleep nor eat for days. You shouldn't download applications or electronic wallets. That scammers will show you. Do not trust the people you meet online, because their scheme is to get you and earn your trust. And when you finally give it, since love is blind, you will follow whatever they say. Just like professionals, scammers have their manual or script so that they can get their potential victims, until they are convinced to invest and get money out of them. Their appearance is almost literal agent or client. Everything is scripted. That's why in every client's answer, they have a response. The impacts of love scams on their victims are all kinds of trauma, such as trust issues. After being deceived in a love scam, victims often struggle to trust others, making it challenging to build new relationships, both online and offline. Financial loss. Love scammers often exploit victims financially, leading to significant monetary losses. Victims may drain their savings, borrow money, or sell assets to meet the scammer's demands. Sense of betrayal. Victims often experience a profound sense of betrayal, especially if they believed they were in a genuine relationship with the scammer. And isolation and stigma. Love scam victims may feel embarrassed and isolate themselves from family and friends due to fear of judgment and ridicule. The stigma associated with falling for a scam can be overwhelming. The most target of love scams are ages of 45 and above. Widowed women, brokenhearted, separated, and OFW women, but more often are old ladies with money. Recovering from a love scam can be a long and challenging process, requiring professional counseling and support. That's why victims need to seek help from law enforcement, support groups, and mental health professionals. Reaching out for assistance is the first step towards healing and moving forward. Republic Acts are laws in the Philippines, and they typically do not specifically address love scams. Love scams often involve fraud or deception, which can be covered under various existing laws related to fraud, cybercrime, and consumer protection. Some relevant laws that may apply to love scams in the Philippines include
Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, Republic Act 10175.
This law addresses various cybercrimes, including online fraud and identity theft, which are common elements of love scams.
Anti-Cybercrime Law, Republic Act 9995.
This law specifically focuses on online libel, but it can be used to address online defamation and fraudulent activities involved in love scams.
Consumer Act of the Philippines, Republic Act 7394.
This law provides protections for consumers, and it can be used to pursue legal action against scammers who engage in deceptive practices. Revised Penal Code of the Philippines. Various provisions of the Revised Penal Code, such as those related to estafa swindling and illegal recruitment, can apply to love scams. Article 315, Swindling estafa. Any person who shall defraud another by any of the means mentioned herein below. Paragraph 2. By means of any of the following false pretenses or fraudulent acts executed prior to or simultaneously with the commission of the fraud. A. By using a fictitious name, or falsely pretending to possess power, influence, qualifications, property, credit, agency, business, or imaginary transactions, or by means of other similar deceits. The elements of estafa under paragraph Article 315 of the RPCR. A. That there must be a false pretense or fraudulent representation as to his power, influence, qualifications, property, credit, agency, business, or imaginary transactions. B. That such false pretense or fraudulent representation was made or executed prior to or simultaneously with the commission of the fraud. C. That the offended party relied on the false pretense, fraudulent act, or fraudulent means and was induced to part with his money or property, and D. That, as a result thereof, the offended party suffered damage.
Tips to avoid scammers and protect yourself.
Do pay attention to red flag.
Do evaluate your online presence.
Do approach relationships slowly.
Do set up a phone or video chat slowly.
Do ask someone you trust for second opinion.
Don't send compromising pictures.
Don't reveal too much of your personal information.
Don't pay someone you haven't met.
Don't believe everything they say.
Don't move communication of dating sites slowly.